So I think if we fail to reform entitlements, young people face a number of burdens. One, they're going to be less prepared for retirement. I mean, we know that in 2033, Social Security is only going to be a payout about 77% of benefits. 2026, Medicare is going to start experiencing insolvency. So failing to reform these programs means that they're going to be around in a smaller capacity for younger people than they are for current generations. The other issue is just, how do we close these loopholes? Because we know that Congress has not really had the will to act on doing much to close them. They haven't been willing to cut benefits or those types of things. Our view is that it's probably the way they're going to close that as a tax. So what does that mean to younger people? It means increased taxes 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. And it seems like it might be 2% or 3% or 5% or whatever it is, but I think younger people should think about the fact that when those taxes come down, they're going to be buying a home, they're raising a family, they're going to be saving for their kids, their kids' college and their own retirement. So it just means they're overall going to be less prepared for the future, and I think ultimately be less prepared to retire. Getting young people active on an issue like the debt or the budget is very challenging because one, it's a long-term issue, right? And most younger people, I think, are concerned with sort of the here and now. Like, they're in college or they're just out of school or they're trying to get a promotion in their job. So they're really concerned with what's going on. They're also overwhelmingly concerned with social issues, right? Because those are the things they see on a day-to-day basis. It's hard to explain to somebody how, not making these adjustments to entitlement programs or the tax code or something are going to result in less benefits for them in the future or higher taxes down the road. So it's getting them to think in the long term, and it's also explaining probably one of the most complicated issues there is when it comes to the federal government to people in a way they can understand. I mean, most people out in the country, I don't think, are going to read through a really long CBO report or the other really long report that the three think tanks put out about that CBO report, right? So you've got to break the issue down into terms that people can understand, which is a big goal of what we do. We try and take these issues and relate the debt and the deficit to your everyday life.